Okay, folks. Um, this is a Columbia graphenola phonograph that I've been working on. I just thought you might want to see what the process, to show you about the process of doing um, a finished reamalgamation. This is the top here was, when I started, was really badly alligated. You couldn't see any grain at all. If I can get close enough. The grain, let's look at the base now. The base, you can see, I haven't worked on the top as much, but that's what alligator looks like. This has actually been swiped several times. It's already starting to look better. So this is what alligatoring is. You can see the finish towards the inside of the top looks a lot better, and that's what it should be looking like. And here's the sides. Now the bottom, I think here, I don't want to show you that. Here's the sides. Get it rolled around here so it lands right. All right, now you can see. Now this is already on the mend. I've been reamalgamating this, and I don't know what everybody else's way of doing it. It's actually starting to look better already. The rails over here already have recovered. When I started, those were terribly alligatored. So here's what I use. This is a piece of t-shirt cloth, and inside of here is a big wad of t-shirt cloth all chopped up into little tiny pieces. And then I make a bundle, gathering up four corners of a square, and grab it all together and then twist it up like this, and then put a bread tie around it to hold it together. And then I bang it on a surface like this, or I bang it in my hand to make a surface on the bottom like this. And then I take my Chinese food containers here, and I put alcohol in them. And that's my supply of alcohol. And there's none in here, but I can show you the motion that I go through. I touch it here, and then I wipe across the surface like this in a straight line across in a smooth single motion all the way down, and not do the same spot twice. I go all the way across, and then I'm done, and I do the edge, and I do this, all in one single motion. Okay? Alcohol evaporates so fast that it dries almost while you're doing it. And then I turn it, and I do this side, and I repeat it, the same thing with this side. As you can see, this is already beginning to reconsolidate. You're beginning to see some finish to it. When I started, there was no shine to it at all. The pillars actually look pretty good. And alligatoring is beginning to disappear. I've got a ways to go on this. So you do this side, then you keep rotating it one side at a time. These graphenolas, the front shutters, various models have different ways of removing the front shutters. This particular type, on the top and on the bottom, there's the little round felt pad here, and you got to peel the round felt pad off, and then underneath there, you will find a hole, and you got to dig the glue out of it. Take some digging, some excavating, and down in there is a wood screw that goes down. And there's one here, and of course another one on the other corner. You put the screw back in, and you cover those with a new felt pad. And in the bottom, there's where the ones, if you can see the hole, that's for the bottom. And those screws come out, and then these decorative pieces come off either side. and then the whole front shutter assembly comes off. And then you can take the shutters off the columns. There's 2 screws going this way in the decorative piece, and it becomes obvious once you get the shutters apart. And then you can work on them separately, the shutters, using the same technique of making single swipes, consolidating the finish. So I'm going to get back to this, and I'll make another video later to see how it looks later, so you can see kind of, this is not the before, this is the kind of in the middle of it, and then hopefully there'll be an after. Well, the idea of this is that I've done some other machines, and when the finish is alligatored, I've come to the conclusion that you can save the original finish by reconsolidating and preserving the original colors. This may be a little darker than the original was. Shellac has a tendency to darken with age, but when it's done, it's going to have a really nice look. Here's another Graphanola that I think I got a little carried away with this one. And this one actually I had to completely rebuild it, but this is more of a red. And maybe this is an original color or not. Maybe it's a little too glossy. I didn't do as good a job. My aim is to do better on each one of them. So I think the key here is to be very conservative. Just use 1 coat of alcohol on each stroke and not rub too much, otherwise you go right through the finish. It softens, and then all of a sudden you're through into the stain and the finish that's underneath, the graining that's underneath. Then it's hard to fix. So I'll report back later.